What is up, everybody? Jaco here today. Today I'm here to make another YouTube video for you guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you are watching this right now, please subscribe to the channel, as it means a lot, and I'm trying to grow as a YouTube content creator. Any money on the table helps me and my family and my daughter. I know a lot of people, don't care about anything besides me, but I always put my family before myself. Like, I don't care if I don't have food. I don't care if I have nice things. If my family is not taken care of, that's what's most important to me, to take care of them. So I do have nice things, yes, but I take care of my family first before I get those nice things. So today's video is about my dogs, and a lot of you guys love seeing my dogs, and sometimes people say, yo Jake, where's your dogs? I haven't seen them in a video. So my dogs, and this would be the same way if I was by myself, my dogs are not allowed on carpeted area, not allowed in bedrooms, and not allowed upstairs now that I have a 2-story house. So they're only allowed to be in excuse me, my office, the living room, the dining area, the foyer, the walkway area. Those are the places where they're allowed to be. Seeing if I'm missing anything. I think that's it. So that's why you probably don't see them as much. And not only that, the videos that I made so far, I only made like 4 videos since I've moved to Texas. So that's why you probably haven't seen them. So I'm just giving you an update on them. The dogs are doing great. My yard is about a fraction smaller than my last house, but they still have ample amount of space. Both of my sides are fenced off, so they have all that side area, to play and wander and do whatever they want. But I also have one side neighbor that just moved in about a week ago. I was tweaking. Just kidding. It's a song. So I had a neighbor moved in with one dog, her daughter, and her dog. And when I moved my fence, there was gaps under my fence. And I'm just like, Bella has a history of beating the crap out of other dogs. So this is not good. Something needs to be done. So I reached out to the construction manager. I'm like, this needs to be fixed. It's not acceptable. I'm not going to be liable when a dog puts his nose under my fence and my dog bites his nose. I'm not going to be liable for that. So they came in, they put it in. Sadly, it was like 2 days after the new neighbor moved in, so I had to periodically watch Bella. Now, the other dogs like looking at other dogs, but I don't think they're going to attack another dog. I don't feel that would happen. So that issue is pretty much resolved. However, my left neighbor has a dog. My back neighbor, fortunately, I don't think has a dog. My right corner neighbor leaves their dog out a lot, and it's a little dog because I always see their door open, so they just let the dog come in and out pretty much and just leave their door open. And my dogs were like going at it with their dog, and I'm very considerate though. I'm not just like, yeah, mess them up, mess that dog. Like, I don't believe in dog fighting. That's the last thing I want, is my dog attacking a dog or somebody else's dog attacking my dog. That's the last thing I want. Believe me, I am not for that whatsoever. And I'm also very respectful, as in, I don't just let my dogs bark up a storm and say, oh yeah, go ahead, bark, it's the middle of the day. No, I'm very considerate. If my dogs bark, I tell them to be quiet. And if I know my dog's fully made outside, I bring them in. I don't sit there and let my dogs stay outside for a couple hours, not because I don't want my dogs to enjoy the outside and running around and everything. I would love that. I would love to be on an acre and have that. But I don't. I'm considerate, and not only that, I don't want my dogs digging holes. So if I did have an acre of land, I'd probably make some type of dog house with a fan and everything and let them live outside, because I don't want the dirt and mud, in my home. So that's why I don't leave them outside, and especially when it's raining outside, I don't like to, I let them out obviously because they need to make, but I don't like to let them out for too long, and I have to make sure I put towels down and stuff. I have tons of dog runner rugs and everything like that. So me complaining about a bunch of stuff is not why I'm making this video. I'm making this video because I want to address how my fiance feels about my dogs, how my family feels about my dogs, and how I still feel about my dogs. Now, let's start with Buster. Buster I got when I was 18 years old, right? Buster's 11 years old now, so he's getting up there. As a lab, labs don't live long. It's between 10 and 12, so his days could be numbered. And me and Buster, we have this love-hate relationship, and I know that sounds really weird, but sometimes, like, I love him to death, and sometimes I I just don't care for him, and I'll tell you why. Because he is very territorial, and I was nice enough. I do many things for him. I gave him beds, blankets, everything, and I do that for all my dogs, and he just urinates on it. And it's so frustrating because I know he's doing it on purpose, because he doesn't want anybody else to be on it. And for some reason, I literally got him a crate because I wanted to give the dogs blankets so they can actually sleep on blankets. I got a crate for him, which I don't really like. I dislike it totally. But I don't want to put him with the other dogs, and the other dogs have to live without blankets because of him. So I gave him his own blanket in a crate where there's not much room. He urinated on his own blanket that nobody else can use because it's his crate and I always lock it. It's very frustrating. So lastly, he doesn't let anybody drink or eat. He needs to eat and drink first. And not only that, he will stand over it even if the other ones are hungry and thirsty. So, and not only that, if they go near him, he starts to growl. And Bella doesn't accept that. Bella will beat the crap out of him, and has multiple times. So clearly, Buster's not the type of person that learns his lesson, because I hit him for when he does things like make and stuff on his butt and put his nose in it, and he still doesn't learn from it. So that's very, very unfortunate. So with me and Buster, we have a love-hate relationship. Like, I'm not going to put him down. I'm not going to give him up, because he's the father of B. Lemby Jr. and I guess the husband of Bella, despite taking advantage of him. So that's the issue I have with Buster. Now let's move on to B. Jr. B. Jr. is really good. He did have a really bad ear infection before I moved, and it cost me like $700 to clear up, which sucks, but my dog's very important to me. And he's very good. He's just a little bit hyper sometimes. That's about it. Moving on to Bila. Bila is very hyper and likes to bark a lot and likes to play around a lot. So that's her situation. Now, I love Bila. I don't like when she barks and wakes up our daughter. That irritates me, irritates my fiance. So now I put the dogs in their room and close the door when I go to the gym, because during the day she takes naps, and I don't want her being woken up from her nap, because she's not happy when she's woken up from her nap. You got to understand that as a baby. And lastly, Bella. I love Bella to death, but she also barks and is an aggressive dog. And not that my 4 dogs would never, ever, ever bite another dog. Another person, right? They would never, ever do that, and never have, never will. They're very good with my daughter, who's 4 months old. They never would. So each of my dogs has this flaw, I know. And also, Bella's very affectionate and loves to lick faces and bodies and everything like that. And my fiance just can't stand it, especially because her breath is really bad. But she's a dog, right? And now, as a father, I don't let my dogs lick me on my face anymore, because I'm constantly kissing my daughter on the cheeks, on the lips. I don't allow that. You know, my fiance asked that of me, and I understood. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm not going to do that anymore, because I don't want my daughter to get any type of infections. I mean, why would I want that? So, that's that. So my kids love all my dogs, probably Buster the least. And my fiance can't stand my dogs, can't stand the shedding, can't stand dealing with them, the barking, the waking up. But I think Bella's her favorite. I have no idea. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm home, and I hope everybody has a great day. And be sure to like and subscribe for more videos. Always trying to come out with new content daily. I actually have a few more seconds that I gotta sign off. So be sure to subscribe. If you have any comments regarding my dogs, be sure to leave it in the comment section below. Take care, guys.